Hello and welcome to Astronomy at FSCJ in this C7 session here in late summer 2017. My name is Professor Jim Caffey. I'm based out of Springfield, Missouri, in the beautiful Queen City of the Ozarks. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about what we're going to do in this class over the next 7 weeks, how fast it's going to really go before you know it, and some general information about the class itself, topics, and a little bit about me real quick. Excuse me. So in this course, we have 15 different modules we need to cover in 7 weeks. You'll find a listing of all of these in the calendar of activities in Blackboard. The first week, we're going to take it kind of easy on you, gently ease into astronomy, and then we're going to go do 2, sometimes even 3 modules at a time. The work is going to be fast and furious, and you'll need to be very, very disciplined to keep up with all the work that's going to be required of you during the next 7 weeks. Of course, that same way with me is going to require me to be very disciplined to return all the work back in a very timely fashion within 5 days. Um, So in this course, we're going to start off with just the basics. What is astronomy, the night sky, some of the, what I like to call the old dead people of astronomy, Nicholas Copernicus, Sir Isaac Newton, Galileo, um, people like that that have had influence on us in Ptolemy in astronomy in the beginning stages. Then we go into more of the planets and what they're all consisted of. Planets, meteorites, what Pluto really is. We'll have a big discussion about what you think about Pluto. Right now, it's not a actual planet. We call it a dwarf planet. A lot of debate over that. We're going to have several projects. You have a project on observing the moon, which is going to be a 5 week long out of the 7 week class project, and it's worth 100 points. That's 10% of your grade out of 1,000 points. So please read over that very carefully, or we'll have some very major surprises at the very end of the semester, as it's due at the start of week 7, I believe. Um, and then we go into stars and galaxies and the universe and all that great stuff. A little bit about me. I have been an astronomer since 1990. I became an adjunct professor in 1997 and began teaching online in 2001. I've taught over 150 online courses. I'm an instructional designer. I design a lot of my own courses. Um, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Let me show you a little bit on the screen what we have here. On the far top left is Comet Hyakutake. Say that 5 times fast. And this was actually the closest approach of a comet in over 250 years to the Earth. And this happened back in 1996 when I was just about 22 years old and took that picture from Kitt Peak National Observatory in Tucson, Arizona. On the right, maybe you've seen this guy on TV. This is Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, host of Cosmos, Star Talk, and is the director of the Hayden Planetarium in New York City. A good friend of mine and colleague I met up with in 2010 for dinner. It's just a shame, but just right after this class, a few days after this class ends, August 18th, we have the great American total solar eclipse. That's going to go all the way from Oregon all the way down to South Carolina. In Georgia, if you're in Jacksonville, you're probably going to have to drive about 200 miles or 3 or 4 hours north to see the totality of this thing. Totality only lasts 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds at most. I will be driving. Since I'm based in Springfield, Missouri, in the Queen City of the Ozarks, I will be driving with a friend about 3 hours north to where Winston Churchill gave a very famous address during the Cold War era, and they actually have an enormous 20-foot long span of the Berlin Wall torn down there, And that's where we have our annual Missouri Science Olympiad competition for K through 12 kids. And we're going to go there and view the eclipse, hopefully avoiding the University of Missouri at Columbia, which is expecting 500,000 people to show up in a college town of 60,000. No, thank you. I don't want to be there. And then I'll direct you to some Facebook pages. These are totally optional, but just some resources you might tap into if you'd like. I do have a professional Professor Kathy page. Just search for Professor Kathy. And I have a team of 7 or 8 or 9 amateur scientists who are engaged in space, astronomy, um, climate change, SpaceX stuff, NASA stuff, all that cool stuff. And all this content gets also sent to my professional Twitter page at Professor Kathy. And then I have some specialized groups. The one that might be most appropriate to you is the Astronomers group. Just search for that. There's also the Science Cafe, which is kind of an all catch-all group for science. And then I have a Kathy Weather Central page for weather, earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, typhoons, all that good stuff. Mostly geared towards Southwest Missouri where I live, but I also capture stuff all over the world and make weather forecasts on there. And I can even make a custom-made weather forecast for you for the July 4th holiday if you like. So with that, welcome to Astronomy ASC 1002. This is going to be a very quick 7 weeks, folks, so you must be disciplined in your work and stay on top of things so you don't fall behind. I'm here to not only teach you, but to keep you up to date, keep you on task, keep you moving forward. A lot of things to learn. We're going to get it done, and we're going to have a great time doing it. Again, welcome to Astronomy. I look forward to the next 7 weeks with you guys. It's going to be great. Thanks for joining me.